understand background to this chapter, we need to understand what? Reserve and surplus. We need to understand the reserve and surplus. There is one heading in balance sheet, reserve and surplus. So what actually this means? Everyone try to understand. Can I say reserve and surplus means retained profit? Retained profit. When I say retained profit, it means profit after dividend. It means profit after dividend, and this belongs to equity shareholders. It belongs to equity shareholders. Means it does not belong to preference shareholders, because I said retained profit means after dividend. So from it already preference dividend has been paid. Preference dividend has been paid. So this retained profit belongs to equity shareholders, no doubt. Now we have also understood with our first chapter, that is of company, related to company, profit prior to incorporation, that this profit can be of two nature. One is which are available for a distribution of dividend, of course, to shareholders, and which are not available for distribution of dividend. So from this chapter, means from company's point of view, we sometimes call it capital profit. We call it, to have a distinction, that these are capital profit and not available for distribution, and these are revenue profit available for distribution. Correct? Any doubt? Now when I say capital profit, so there are basically three examples of capital profit which will come across in our this IPCC syllabus. First, you all know that first example is securities premium. Securities premium. This securities premium is nothing but amount received from shareholders. So when it is amount received from shareholders, whether you will give back to them, no, this is the capital amount transfer to securities premium account. Correct now? So this will remain in securities premium, and from this no dividend is payable. You receive from shareholders, whether you will give back to them, no, Baba. That was not the intention of this. I will say this is nothing but capital only. Capital. Second is what? There is one account, revaluation reserve. Revaluation reserve, which we will understand when we will do AS 10, Accounting Standard 10. However, I think in CPT small journal entry you have also done for upward revaluation of fixed asset. Upward revaluation of fixed asset, you have done one journal entry, fixed asset account debit to revaluation reserve. So it might happen your teacher has said that this is unrealized profit. Unrealized profit, the profit which is not realized. So any unrealized profit is not available for dividend. Only realized profit is available for dividend. So when I say realized profit is available for dividend, so this is this part now. So this is unrealized profit, therefore not available for dividend. Only this much right now. We'll do discussion on this part when we'll do AS 10. Third example is capital reserve. Capital reserve. Now I can say any other Any other capital profit which is not point number 1 and point number 2. I said all are capital nature. But any other profit which are not point number 1 and point number 2 will be transferred to what? Capital reserve. Are you getting? For example, first example that we have done only pre-incorporation profit. Pre-incorporation profit. Second example also we have done, that is gain on acquisition of business. We have done at goodwill capital reserve. So capital reserve was gain part. Okay? Write down gain on acquisition of business. Gain on acquisition of business. And one you have done in CPD. These two we have done right now in IPCC, pre-incorporation profit and gain on acquisition business. One you have done in CPT at the time of forfeiture of shares, profit on reissue of forfeited shares. Transfer to which account? Capital reserve. That time you have never asked your teacher why capital reserve. That was profit, so we transfer to PL account. The reason is that it is not available for dividend. Any profit which is not available for dividend will be transferred to what? Capital reserve. Correct? So can I say this is, we can say profit on a reissue of forfeited shares. I am assuming that you know the journal entry of forfeiture. You know the journal entry of forfeiture. Correct? One more example you can write down that is coming soon. That is any gain on redemption or cancellation of debenture. Or cancellation of debenture. Coming soon. One of the chapter we have redemption of debenture. They will understand. Means in any way round, if I want to say कि apart from securities premium, revaluation surplus, any capital profit which are not available for dividend will be transferred to which account? Capital reserve account. Will be transferred to capital reserve account. Correct? So these are the three examples which are not available for distribution of dividend. So sir, what is this? Can I say, when I say net profit, revenue profit, it means net profit. Net profit from which account? Means profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. Means whatever profit you are calculating from PL account, that is what your revenue profit. And that is available for dividend. Because why? Because that is what? That is our what? That is our blood and sweat. What? With a खून पसीने की कमाई. Because we have earned that what? Through our all hard effort. So that can be distributed through what? Dividend. Are you getting what I am saying? So net profit is calculated from which account? PL account. And after this is transferred to PL appropriation account. This is transferred to PL appropriation account. Are you getting? Are you able to understand? Now from this PL appropriation account we pay what? Dividend. We pay dividend. Why? Because it is available for dividend. And this become balance of which account? Balance of PL appropriation account. Balance of PL appropriation account. Are you able to understand what I am saying? So the net profit is transferred to PL appropriation account. From PL appropriation account we declare dividend, and whatever left, that is the closing balance of PL appropriation account. Okay. Now this balance, from this balance we create some specific reserve. Specific reserve. We create some specific reserve for a specific purpose. For a specific purpose. Are you getting? Means for the creation of this reserve is based on some reason. Based on some reason. Okay? For example, we create right now, just write down the name, debenture redemption reserve, debenture redemption reserve, or we create, for example, development rebate reserve. Now, what is the reason of creation of this? Can't explain you right now. But you understand these are for specific reserve, will be used for that purpose only. Means it cannot be used for any other purpose. It cannot be used for any other purpose. This type of reserve are known as statutory reserve. We call it what? Statutory reserve. So what is the meaning of statutory reserve? Which are created under certain act due to requirement of certain act. So some purpose is there. There is some reason behind creation of that reserve. Okay. So can you say once you have created for some specific reserve, when you have created for some specific purpose, even though it is revenue profit available for distribution of dividend, can I say now it becomes restricted? Means can I say till the purpose completed it is not available for dividend? Till the purpose completed it is not available for distribution of dividend. So can I say it is, I will say now restricted, not available for dividend. Are you getting what I am saying? Even though revenue, even though profit का nature is revenue, profit nature is revenue, but not available for dividend. Why? Because now created for some specific purpose. So can I say in this way कि every statutory reserve is created from PL appropriation account? Every statutory reserve is created from which account? I say this balance, from this balance we can create what? Statutory reserve. Means the journal entry is very simple. PL appropriation account will decrease and this reserve will increase. Means transfer of one profit to another reserve. Transfer of one reserve to another reserve. Means entry become PL appropriation account debit to statutory reserve. Understanding? Means we can say whenever we create any reserve, the journal entry is PL appropriation account debit to what? Statutory reserve. Correct? Are you able to understand what I am saying? PL appropriation account debit to statutory reserve. Okay. But you can see these are not created from PL appropriation account. This is a directly transfer to respective account. Means can I say amount received from the owner directly transfer to securities premium account? Means these are not routed from PL account. These are not routed from PL account because why? Not available for dividend. Understood? Correct? Now, there are some reserve which we call it non-specific. Without any purpose we have created non-specific reserve. Non-specific reserve. Correct? Non-specific reserve. So can I say one example will be credit balance of PL appropriation account. Can I say credit balance of PL appropriation account, whatever left? Suppose you have 100 rupees, out of 100, 20 rupees you have paid, out of 80 rupees you have created 20 rupees statutory reserve. How much left? So 60 is in which account? PL appropriation account, that is credit balance of PL appropriation account, that will also go under the head reserve and surplus. So that is what? Also non-specific reserve, that is also a part of reserve. So one example will be credit balance of PL appropriation account. Second, sometimes we create, I don't know why we create, but we create general reserve. General reserve means we set aside some profit from PL to what? General reserve. However, no logic of creation. We create, maja aa raha hai, only for exam point of view. Means there is some general reserve, you try to understand this is nothing but PL appropriation account only. Means suppose if I have suppose 1000 rupees and I kept 100 rupees यहाँ पर 900 rupees यहाँ पर, so what is the total profit I have? 1000 now. So it is nothing but keeping some amount of profit in some other reserve account, but the nature remains same. Both are available for dividend. So transferring some amount to some other reserve without any reason. Without any reason. Are you getting what I am saying? Without any purpose. Without any reason. That's why we get general reserve. Okay? And there is one more account which is known as dividend equalization reserve. Dividend equalization reserve. However, the actual meaning I can't explain right now. What is the actual meaning of dividend equalization reserve? Actual meaning I can't say right now, which is not possible also to explain you. But I can say in this way, कि any amount transferred for distribution of dividend. So can I say already it was in PL appropriation account, why you are transferring from PL also you can declare dividend? So there was no need to transfer to which account? Dividend equalization reserve, but they have transferred. Suppose I have 100 rupees net profit, I said 20 rupees transfer to dividend equalization reserve. Arey Baba, from 100 also you can pay. What is the need? So I will say once again, these all three are of same nature. The name has been changed. The name has been changed. All are from which account? PL appropriation account. However, this statutory reserve is from PL appropriation account, but for some specific purpose. For some specific purpose. These are without any purpose. Without any purpose. So can I say, when I say it is without any purpose, means it is free, it is also known as free reserve. We call it what? Free reserve. Understood what I am saying? These are free reserve. Free reserve means what? Free reserve means it can be used for any purpose. It is available for any purpose. Free reserve. So when I say free reserve, can I say it can be used for any purpose. For any purpose. And these are available for dividend also. These are available for dividend. Means any profit which are available for dividend are free reserve. Any profit which are available for dividend is what? Free reserve. Available for dividend. You can see these are not available for dividend. Correct? This is also not available for dividend. Correct? So only free reserve is available for dividend. Why? Because it can be used for any purpose. But specific reserve has certain purpose. And these have also certain purpose. So what purpose? What purpose? What purpose? That we need to understand. For what purpose this has been created? For what purpose this has been created? Means we need to understand the purpose of reserve. Purpose or use of reserve. For which purpose it can be used? For which purpose it can be used? Are you able to understand what I am saying? For which purpose it can be used? So first we write down point number 1. Securities premium. Securities premium. Understood? Now I started company chapter with one point that it is based on Companies Act. Based on Companies Act means whatever I am saying, this all are Companies Act. But I am not going into the detail of Companies Act because you need to study Companies Act as a separate chapter, separate subject. Sorry. Are you getting? So I am not teaching you Companies Act, but I am taking some provision of Companies Act to explain you what? Accounting of company. So the use of securities premium, this too you have done where? In your CF foundation, your CPT. For 5 purpose we can use it. I think 1 marks question in CF foundation, your CPT 1 marks question. For 5 purpose as per Companies Act. Do you know what are the 5 purpose? If you know, you can say me. If you don't know, then I will say. Bolo, point number A. Premium or redemption of preference is what? For what purpose? चलो ठीक है. I will write. First, write down. For issue of fully paid up bonus shares. What is the name of our chapter? Bonus shares. Understood why I am discussing? I am discussing for this. Means securities premium can be used for what? For issue of fully paid up bonus shares. So why you have written fully paid up? Because bonus shares cannot be partly paid up. So what is the meaning of partly paid up and fully paid up? This you know na? Huh? Means if 10 rupees is nominal value, so 10 rupees is fully paid up and 8 rupees is what? Partly paid up. The bonus shares cannot be partly paid up. It will be always what? Fully paid up. It cannot be partly paid up. Okay? So fully paid up bonus shares. For issue of fully paid up bonus shares. Okay? Second. For writing of what? For writing of preliminary expenses. Correct? Point number C. For writing of shares or debentures issue expenses. For example, discount on issue of debentures. Now I think you all know that shares cannot be issued at discount, but debentures can be issued at discount. And underwriting commission. You know underwriting commission? Huh? Underwriting commission. Okay. So these are some shares issue or debenture issue expenses. So we can write off these expenses through what? Securities premium. Fourth is what? For writing off premium on what? Redemption of preference shares or what? Debentures or debenture. Last point is what? For writing off loss on buyback of equity shares. Do you know buyback of equity shares? Do you know buyback of equity shares? Bolo. We'll do one chapter is there, buyback of equity shares in advanced accounting group 2. So there we'll understand. But these are the 5 purposes for which securities premium can be used. Means can I say premium cannot be used for any other purpose apart from what? This 5%. Means can I say securities premium cannot be used to write off salary, cannot be used to write off rent, cannot be used to write off what? Any other revenue expenditure, cannot be used to write off depreciation. Means these are the 5 purposes. Even the profit, it cannot be used for any other purpose. Restricted. There is some restriction, only 5 purpose, not more than this, because Act says. Act says 5 purpose, we need to follow what? Act. Now, before going to some other point, what is the meaning of writing off? What is the meaning of writing off? Bolo. What is the meaning of writing off? Writing off means what? For example, when you do salary account debit to when we do journal entry salary account debit to bank, cash or bank, and when we do PL account debit to salary, which is writing of entry? Cash or bank or PL? This is writing of entry. Now, this is the payment entry. Payment will do with cash. Payment will do with cash. And will close the account through what? Any profit. So can I say every expense, every loss need to be written off one day? Every expense, every loss need to be written off one day. If you are not writing off, it will come on the face of balance sheet. If you are not writing off, it will come on the face of balance sheet. Means suppose you have taken any n number of items in CPT or IPCC, that was your loss. That loss need to be written off immediately. Immediately write off. Write off that loss immediately. Otherwise, it will affect on your face, and your value will decrease. Means if you have not yet written off that loss, you cannot pass this item also. So write off. Forget about that. Whatever past losses you have done, past failure is there, don't think about that. Think about what? Your future exam. Understood? Same thing in business also we do. We write off all loss and expense immediately through any profit. So all revenue expenses are written off through what? PL account. But these are some expenses for which we can also use what? Securities premium. Means what is journal entry for payment of preliminary expenses? So entry is preliminary expense account debit to cash or bank. Now we can use PL account also to write off this. We have done in pre-incorporation profit chapter, preliminary expense were written off through post-profit. Post-profit was nothing but what? PL account. We can use PL account also, but we can also use what? Securities premium. We can use. By purpose, we can use. So securities premium to what? Preliminary expense means journal entry for write-off is what? We'll use securities premium to write off what? Preliminary expense. Means now once you have written off, it will not come in your balance sheet. Once you have closed the account, it will not come in your balance sheet. Are you able to understand what I am saying? So writing off. Writing off means charging it to PL or some other profit account. Hence it will not come in what? Balance sheet. It will not reflect in balance sheet. Understood what I am saying? So you're writing off this expense, this expense, this expense, and this expense. So once what you are saying for payment of premium, not. Payment will do with cash. How can we pay from premium? Payment will do from what? Cash. But after payment, that is my expense. That expense can be written off through which account? Securities premium account. Close that account permanently by using what? Profit. Of which nature? Securities premium. Capital profit. I think you've understood. Can you repeat with me? 5 purpose. For issue of what? Fully paid up bonus share. For writing of what? Preliminary expense. For writing of what? Shares or debenture issue expense. For example, discount on issue of debenture. For example, underwriting commission. Then for writing of what? Premium paid preference shares or debenture. For last, for writing of what? Loss on buyback of shares. Only these 5% securities premium. It cannot be used for any other purpose. So can we use it for dividend? No, Baba, no. Point number 2. Revaluation reserve. Revaluation reserve. This will discuss, let us refer AS 10. I'm just writing AS 10. I don't want to discuss right now. Understood? But it cannot be used to write off any losses. AS10 has given some special point that I will do there. But whether revaluation reserve can be used for bonus shares? Bolo. Whether revaluation reserve can be used for bonus shares? Yes or no? Bola na, refer AS10 means this is a no point, a special point. Revaluation reserve can be used for bonus shares? Yes or no? No. If there was bonus share, I would have written right now, na? Revaluation reserve for bonus shares, for writing of preliminary expense, for writing of any other expense, for writing of salary, for payment of dividend. No, only one special point that we'll discuss where? In AS10. Okay. Then point number 3. Point number 3. Capital reserve. Capital reserve. देखो. It can be used to write off capital losses. It can be used to write off capital losses. Means it cannot be used to write off revenue losses. It cannot be used to write off revenue losses. Okay? It can be used to write off what? Capital losses. For example, discount on issue of debentures, premium on redemption of preference shares or debentures, etc. Correct? Point number 4. Capital redemption reserve. Have you heard about this account? This is not capital reserve. This is capital redemption reserve. The name is different. The purpose will be also different. So capital redemption reserve is not capital reserve first though. Therefore, I have written side by side. So do you know about capital redemption reserve through CPT? Yes, you have done one chapter. Redemption of preference shares. So at the time of redemption of preference shares, I think some idea you have about CRR. CRR means capital. So do you know what is CRR? Do you know what is CRR? In CPT? Are? Write down. I will not explain right now because there is one chapter redemption of preference shares which is now shifted from CPT to what? CA intermediate. You are lucky. You are reading this chapter 2 times. Correct now? Understood? I will teach you because there is one chapter you can see in the index, chapter number 4, redemption of preference shares. But write down, CRR is created for the purpose of redemption of what? Preference shares. Created, not use. First we create, then we use. There are two words. First we create, then we use. Na, create. Understood? Create. So CRR can be created from which reserve? Can be created, now you will say, because no rectification in my class. I do with all concept. Then you will be able to say, yes sir, we know everything. Can we create CRR from securities premium? बोलो yes or no? No, yes. थोड़ा जोर से बोलो. Can we create from revaluation reserve? Huh? No. Only one purpose that we'll discuss where? AS10. ठीक है. Can we create from capital reserve? बोलो. Yes or no? अरे I have written everything. अच्छा I was asking you. देखो पूरा मोमेंटम टूट गया. फुल मोमेंटम खराब. फुल मोमेंटम खराब हो गया. Whether it can be used from securities premium? No. Revaluation reserve? Capital reserve? Statutory reserve? Yes or no? Yes or no? Whether CRR can be created from statutory reserve? Yes or no? Yes or no? It is only for what purpose? Specific purpose. Whether it has been created for creation of CRR? No. Whether it can be created from free reserve? Why? Can be used for what? Any purpose. Any purpose. So only from what? Free reserve. Only from free reserve. Understood? Means what, Jana and Pass? Your free reserve will and your CRR will one profit, other profit, decrease in profit, increase in profit. Simple. Correct? So Jana entries one. I will say free reserve. Free reserve account debit to what? CRR. Now in exam don't write free reserve. You need to find out which reserve. Now free reserve are of three types. PL appropriation account, general reserve, and what? Dividend equalization reserve. In exam don't use the word free reserve. This is the name given to three reserve. So either you will use PL appropriation account or general reserve or what? Dividend equalization reserve. Understood? Correct? This point understood? Now we have created this. Now it will be used for some purpose. So it is used for what purpose? देखेंगे. It can be used for only one purpose. For only one purpose. Only one purpose. That is what? Only one purpose. That is what? Issue of, when I am not asking now, you are not supposed to say anything. Issue of fully paid up bonus shares. Fully paid up bonus shares. Only for one purpose, that is for issue of fully paid up bonus. What is our next chapter? Bonus share. Understood why I am giving this mahol? Because bonus share you give me journal entry. I will not give journal entry. I said in my first class, in my class you will create journal entry. I am only for giving concept. I will give concept. And you will be able to make all journal entries if you are listening me. If you are accepting my all views. Okay? So it can be used only for one purpose, that is what? Issue of fully paid up bonus shares. Only one purpose. It is created for what purpose? For redemption of preference shares. It was created for what purpose? Now why we have created? The question is silent right now. Till now we have not discussed. That I will discuss in which chapter? Redemption of preference share chapter. So why we are creating? If you are asking this point, then I need to stop right now. I need to go to which chapter? Redemption of preference shares. Our next chapter will be what? Redemption of preference shares. Understood? But once created, it can be used for only one purpose. That is what? Fully paid up bonus shares. Understood? Point number 5. Statutory reserve. देखो देखो it is created for a specific purpose as per the requirement of certain act. Understood? Once the purpose is completed, such reserve are treated as free reserve and therefore transferred to general reserve. Once the purpose completed, means till the purpose completed, it is not a free reserve. Are you getting? Once the purpose for which it has been created has been completed, this reserve will become what? Free reserve, means available for all purpose, and it will be closed and transferred to which account? General reserve. ठीक है? This much you understood? बोलो. Point number 6. Free reserve. देखो, it can be used for, बताओ which purpose? Whether it can be used for bonus shares, for writing of preliminary expenses, for writing of premium on redemption of debenture, for writing of loss on buyback of shares, for writing of revenue expense, for writing of any expense, for every purpose. No rectification, you have understood everything? Correct now? So it can be used for any purpose. ठीक है? Then one note write down. As per Companies Act, if capital reserve are received in cash and AOA permit. What is the meaning of AOA? And AOA has given permission, means AOA authorized it, has given permission. So if capital reserve are received in cash and AOA permit, then such profit are also available for what? Dividend. And therefore treated as what? Treated as free reserve. Oh, अच्छा, ये बात. And treated as free reserve. So as per Companies Act, if capital reserve are received in what? Cash. Means the profit is received in cash. And who has given permission? AOA has given permission. From this profit also we can declare what? dividend. Therefore, it will be also what? Free reserve. Understood? Means from exam point of view, if they have given capital reserve received in cash, it means it is what? Free reserve. Otherwise, it is not free reserve. Understood? Write down. If question is silent, has not said anything. If question is silent, capital reserve are not free. Understood this point? Capital reserve are not free. Are not free. Now, this was the first base to start which chapter? Bonus shares. Now you can understand bonus share within 10 minutes. Once